how is it that whenever we have what we'd call a moment of happiness, let's say I got that my dream job, already the next moment we set for a bigger goal. Therefore, it would make sense to believe this idea that the treadmill of happiness, you never reach it. But actually, you make the case that no, it makes sense that you always set higher and higher goals, but at the same time it makes sense to say that you are happy. So these things, the stuff that you always want something more, doesn't mean that you'll never are going to be happy. So you break this dichotomy that we find in culture that we never arrive, therefore we're never going to be happy.
Yeah, it's a really plausible view, right? Because I mean, I'll tell you, my life's goal until the age of I think 29 when I finally achieved it was to have write a book and have it published. Like that, like I literally when I was younger used to go into, well, then there was Borders books, but Barnes and Noble, and look on the bookshelf and be like, that's where my book's gonna be. And like that's what drove me. And then when I was 29, Yaron and I published Free Market Revolution, and it happened. And I got to go and see the book on the shelves, and it was an incredible experience. But it was not this sort of like, now I've done it feeling. It was, all right, what's the next mountain to climb? And so it's really plausible that, oh, you think something will make you happy, but when you get it, no, it doesn't make you happy. Well, the right way to think about it is that what happiness is pursuing and achieving goals that propel you to further goals to further goals. It is growth, and it wouldn't be satisfying without the achievements. That is, if the idea that it's all about the process. No, the process has to include achievements. Rourke has a line in The Fountainhead about, um, is your life like a straight line, or were there stops? And stops are points where you go, this was worth achieving. This was meaningful for its own sake. Okay, now back to the next climb. And he says, yeah, there were stops. And so that's the perspective to have in your life, that it's achievement leading to achievement. And so, um, is it true that you can't satisfy your desires? No, it's not true. But what you can't satisfy, and one should never want to satisfy, is desire. Desire as such, constantly being in the premise of aspiring to something bigger and better and greater than what you've achieved before.